size like you know. Swimming laps through water.
Welcome back to my channel. No, I'm not in for real. Okay. Hi, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chanel. For you guys that don't know, for you guys that do know, what's up with the gang? What's up with the gang? Okay. Anyways, so this kind of feels so weird because this is like my first time filming in a while. And it's April. Today's April 1st. When is April Fool's Day? It's today. This ain't no joke though. This is the perfect day to do it, but it's not a fucking joke. So, y'all, I'm back. Hi, how are you? What's good? My lips look kind of weird because I got on like a black liner. I'm not sure. Yeah, welcome back to the channel. I'm prolonging this subject like y'all can't read the title. Anyways, anywho, however, comma, yes, your girl is with child. Ew, that is so ugly to say. I'm having a baby, y'all. I'm pregnant. I haven't even like processed it like 100% for myself, so it's really hard to say. Now that I'm saying it out loud, it's just like, girl, you really about to have one of them. Even though like I've been jinxing myself for the last few months, because me and the father of my child, we just been like, we want a baby. We want a baby. We see these babies like, oh yeah, we want one. Went to a whole baby shower and made us want one even more. We were jinxing ourselves the whole entire time, not knowing just around the corner, it's gonna be our time. So let me just like, this video is literally just gonna, I can see my uncle right out the window leaving his house. Okay, this video is basically just gonna be me telling you how I found out I was pregnant and like how I told different people in my family. So I told, at this point now, April 1st, I am almost 13 weeks. So I'm like 3 months. And I haven't even told my whole family yet. I've told everybody that lives in my house because I think that's all the people that need to know at this point right now. So I think when I hit my second trimester, then I'll be like fully ready to tell everybody. But if this video comes out before Sunday, then, but, so let me just tell you how I found out. So, it's so weird because for the longest time, I've been a virgin until like, up until last year. And when I say last year, I mean like December. It happened fast, didn't it? That's what I get for doing that. Anyways, so I've been a virgin up until then. So I know if I just came out of the blue, I didn't even tell anybody I was having sex or I was doing the dudes. So if I just came out of the blue and just been like, Mom, I'm pregnant, I'm pregnant, they're gonna be like, bitch, you lying, go in the back of the bag, sit down, you're a virgin. Yeah, so I just was like, okay. So just giving you some background so you know where I'm coming from when I tell you what I'm about to tell you. So you know, we was doing the duel, whatever, you know, casual, you know, whatever, nothing too serious or whatever. We was doing the do, and you know, my period had came late once. And that time I was like, yo, we really gotta chill out. We gotta wear protection, like for real, because we're not trying to have no kids. I'm not, because I'm still in college at this point. This is my second semester as a freshman. So I'm like, nah, like chill out, put on a condom, you know, let's get it going, you know, like that. So I'm like, I won't do anything with you unless you put on a condom. Boom, he did. You know, we going at it, you know, like, you know, casual. We in a relationship, so I mean, that's what we doing. Not that you have to do that because you're in a relationship, but that's what we're doing. So we go on a trip, we come back, and Miss Ma'am hasn't made her appearance yet. I'm like, I'm calling her like, where you at? We supposed to have blood trickling down and you ain't here. She like, girl. I'm like, girl, what do you mean? So at this point, I haven't had my period and it's been over a week. So I'm telling Mal, which is my boyfriend, I'm telling Mal, I'm like, this period ain't came. I'm like, something gotta give. So I'm like, we need to take a test. So I took the first test and it was basically negative. You couldn't really see anything. So I was like, okay, well, just going about my life. I'm gonna go ahead and go to ballet class. You know, we're gonna hit it off. It's okay, nothing happening. You know what I'm saying? That it didn't sit right with me because a few days went by and she still wasn't picking up the phone. I was like, wait a minute. So I was like, nah, you know what? Let's just do some more tests and we're gonna see what it is for real. So my mom and stuff was here. I wasn't gonna tell her because what I look like telling her? No. No. So we waited until they left and then I took another test, which is like the $1 test, which is very accurate if you ask me. And I saw like a little line. I said, oh man. So I showed him, of course, because he was there with me. So I showed him and he's like, okay, so like, what are we gonna do? And I'm like, nigga, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. I can't have a baby though, so I mean, we don't really have that many choices. But yeah, I cried. I didn't really record anything because I didn't think it was gonna go as far as what it is now. I didn't think that far, you know, because you know when things happen, you think like in that moment you're thinking, you know, you don't know what to do. So that whole day, my mom come back. Hold on. Hello? Target, yes. Uh-huh. No, ma'am.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna pronounce this right. Okay, here we go. So it looks like we had received a referral in regards to get you set up for genetic counseling. It looks like they've got you set up actually already for June the 6th at 9:20.
So yeah, we found out I was pregnant. At this point, I was like, this is really not gonna work out for me. Cause like I said, I'm still in school, so I was thinking about long term for me, like going to school and wanting to do things in school and knowing that I probably wouldn't be able to do those things that I want to do. Like I know I'm gonna graduate, I'm gonna get my degree, I already know all of that. But like when it comes to like other extracurricular activities, I know I won't be able to do that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I need to think about that type of stuff before I, you know, have a baby. Even though like I said, it wasn't planned, but we planned on having a kid like in the next like year and a half, but not like right now, you know what I'm saying? But we jinxed ourselves, and I'm gonna tell you how. So before then, like a few weeks before then, we went to my god sister's baby shower. There he was like, oh, I want a baby. I'm like, oh yeah, I want a baby too, you know, like we next up, you know, not really, because you know we just kidding, but you know we jinxing ourselves. Everybody like, oh yeah, you next. I'm like, not really, not knowing that I was already pregnant then, you know what I'm saying? So we jinxed ourselves. We already said it multiple times how we want a baby, you know, baby stuff. You see a baby, you want a baby, you know, that type of stuff. So yeah, we do that. Anyways, so found out I was pregnant and I didn't believe it. I was like, nah, we gotta need some more tests. I need to see for real. To the other test, and like I didn't get the $1 test again because I was like, nah, I got something like the $5 test, you know what I'm saying? Both of them came back, you know, the line was really bright. So I'm like, oh hell, we really out there. So at this point I'm like, weighing my options because I'm like, I know I can't really have a baby right. Well, I can have a baby, but I don't want to. I'm not in the right predicament. I'm not in the right position to have a baby right now. So I was like, you know, I was thinking about getting it terminated. So I'm like, okay, we can call here, 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 and we can see about getting it terminated. At this point, I haven't told anybody. It's been a couple of days, you know, we talk in the morning time, you know, hash it out about what we want to do because he wanted to keep the baby. I didn't want to because of school. It's, you know, we both have very different lives. So it's just like, you know, and I'm the one to carry it, and I didn't want to have to be in that predicament. You know what I'm saying? So I called the Planned Parenthood, and, you know, I set up my appointment, all that other stuff. So then you have to talk to the lady on the phone. So while I'm talking to her, I'm bawling. And you know, like, I think like maybe people be like, I was thinking like people, when they call, they be crying on the phone like, oh my God, I don't know if I want to do this, but you know, like we can we can make the appointment, but I don't know if I want to do this. But that's how I was literally. I was crying the whole time on the phone while I was like making the appointment. And at this point I'm like, you know, girl, you crying, so you don't really want to do this. But at this point I was like, hey, I don't got no choice. I can't just come out and be like, hey, I'm pregnant, but I'm still at school. You know what I'm saying? So I made the appointment, which was for I made the appointment like late February, like middle late February, and then the Planned Parenthood appointment for me to actually like go in was on the next month, March, like the beginning of March. So for like Planned Parenthood, they have to call you, and you have to do like you have to tell them how you're feeling, this is this, and what you want to do. So they'll call you again before your actual appointment. So I was thinking on doing the peel. You know, I already had it set up in mind. So he wasn't really feeling that because he wanted a baby. So I was like, okay, that's cool. You want a baby and all, but we can wait on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still in school. That's my whole jizz is I'm still in school. I'm still in school. And it's my first year, you know? So I ain't really gotta, you know, I ain't gotta live like that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about myself because that's all that matters in my world is myself, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I was thinking about. And like I said, me and him would go back and forth about it, and he'll be like giving out these broad scenarios of like, okay, if you do this, 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 and this, you'll be able to do that. But I know, like, the thing about me is the why I was so back and forth on it was because I know I'm gonna have that support. I know my baby's gonna be good. I know if I needed somebody to watch my baby, if I want to do schoolwork or if I want to go back to school, my mom's here, my family's here, they will all help me. So I know that, but it's just like, it's the actually doing it, pushing the baby out, having a baby, all that other stuff, you know. It's the stuff that comes with it, you know. That's why I was, you know, hesitant. So we were just waiting on an appointment at this point. You know, we talked about, I was like, at some points I was like, okay, yeah, I want to keep it, but I really don't know. You know, I was back and forth. I was on edge. You know, when you think about it, you look in the mirror, you're like, okay, there's a baby in there. Your head just be like, baby, let me look at some baby clothes, you know, stuff like that. So that's what type of time I was on for real. So yeah, we go through like the whole week not telling not a soul. But well, I told a soul, because like the middle of that week is I'm sorry, mama. The middle of that week we did something we was not supposed to do. And it was like I started bleeding, and it was like a lot of blood, like more blood than I was expecting, because I'm like, I saw the test, I'm pregnant, you know, you ain't supposed to bleed. So I'm like, okay, hell, something going on. But you know me, I was like, I'm crying because I'm like, okay, my body, you know, we used to this, you know, routine type thing, and different things is happening. I don't like this. So you know, we both part our separate ways. You know, the next morning he like, okay, I'm gonna take you to the doctor. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to no doctor. We're not gonna do that. I ain't going to nobody's doctor. We're gonna sit here, we're gonna work it out. We gonna see what we got, you know, see what we can do. So the next one he come, he like, okay, we went to the doctor. I'm like, no, we not. I'm texting my friend because she has two girls and then she just had twins. So I'm like, girl, you know, you popped out 4, so tell me what is going on. And she was like, oh, that's implantation bleeding. So I'm like, okay, cool, we good. Implantation, no doctor. But eventually I was gonna have to go to the doctor anyway. So I had planned on making an appointment, but then again I was like, well, if I'm gonna terminate a baby, why am I gonna make the appointment so my daddy could see that? Why would I do that? So yeah, we waited. We didn't do anything. Well, it was all on me. I'll say that it was on me. But different things were starting to happen. He felt like we needed more. We needed somebody who knew what they were going, you know, they were talking about, somebody we could talk to, tell them, you know, so they can tell us what to do. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. We just gonna wait till the appointment get here. You know, we're gonna terminate, we're gonna be good. I like nothing happened. We're gonna tell her afterwards. I'm gonna tell my mama afterwards. That's not what happened. So at the end of the week, me and him just sitting in the living room, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna tell my sister. She ain't gonna judge me. She ain't, you know, that's my road dog. I'm gonna tell my sister. So he's like, okay, cool, call her. And I'm like, nah, I can't call her. Nah, I ain't finna do that. Because that's how I was. Like, I was like, okay, I'll say like, okay, I'm gonna tell my mama, I'm gonna tell my sister. And then when it comes to actually telling them, my confidence just plummets. So this time I was actually feeling real good. So I actually called her. And I'm like, girl, I have like videos of their reactions, so when I'm talking about it, I'm just putting their reactions on the side. So it was on FaceTime, so there's no audio. Sorry, I wasn't really prepared to do all this. Anyways, so I called her. I'm like, hey girl, you know, what's up, what's good, you know, real conversation. And I'm like, girl, I'm pregnant. She like girl, you crazy, you a virgin. We talking about you the Virgin Mary? You about to have baby Jesus? What's going on? You're a virgin. You're not. Sit down. I'm like, no girl, like I'm serious. Like I went in my room and I have all my tests like in my closet, like at the top. So I pulled them out. I pulled like 4 of them out and I showed her. I'm like, girl, yeah, she was like, I didn't even know you was doing anything. I was like, yeah, girl, I busted down. Now here we go. She was like, oh my God, I don't know. They're like, have you told your mama? I'm like, well, have you told mama? I was like, nah, I ain't telling her. I'm not telling her. You know, I don't really want to keep it because, you know, the situation I'm in. But I don't really know. So she like, you should tell her. And I'm like, nah. So apparently, I don't know how she got out there, but my mom came out there and my big mouth is like, okay, come over here. She want to tell you something. I'm like, no, I don't. Go back in the room. Go back in the room. And he like, okay, well, she don't want to tell you, but she's pregnant. And my mom was like, no. So I'm like, okay, I'll pull the test out again, show her. Her reaction, I didn't really get much of that because she just, I don't understand. She was in like she was 50-50 with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was upset because I didn't tell her I was doing anything. And then she was just like, I don't really know. So she told me she'd already knew I was pregnant. She has that mom intuition type thing. So boom, I told them I'm good. She like, okay, you're not getting an abortion. You're not terminating. So I don't know what to tell you. You're going to keep the baby. I'm like, okay, cool. Whatever. So the Planned Parenthood keep calling me every other day. I'm ignoring the call because I'm like, yeah, my mama said no, so I can't do that. So boom, everything, fast forward. I haven't told my dad. So she like, when you gonna tell your daddy? I'm like, I don't think so. I was like, I was telling him on Valentine's Day, you know, do some cute, you know, box card type thing. Valentine's Day come, I give her the gift, I walk out. She like, what's happening? You know, I tell him 2 weeks, you know. I tell him after my first appointment, boom, don't tell him. You know, I tell him when I get a sonogram. Went to get an ultrasound, they didn't give me a sonogram. So it was last week when I actually told him. So at this point, I'm already almost 3 months pregnant. And I was scared. I was really scared to tell my daddy because it's like, that's my daddy. And I've been like a daddy's girl for as long as I can remember. So it's kind of weird. I don't want him to feel some type of way, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to tell him, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know what I'm saying, but I'm telling y'all. I didn't want to tell him because I felt some type of way, you know what I'm saying? I don't, it was weird for me. I was scared. And then when I see him, it's like I was avoiding him. I don't know. And we live in the same house, so it's just like you can't avoid somebody that much. But so she's like, okay, you should just tell him he at work, send him a text message. I was like, you know, I wasn't gonna send him a text message, I was gonna do it in person. But since you said that, let me do it. So I sent him a long paragraph, you know, I'm like, okay, Dad, you know, I'm sending him a picture of me laying on the table while she was doing a sonogram. And I'm like, okay, you're gonna be a granddaddy again, but I wanna keep this on the down low. I don't wanna tell any other part of my family. I'll get to why I didn't wanna tell them like later on. But I was like, I don't want to tell anybody else. I'm just telling you, so don't tell anybody, you know, don't run your mouth. Keep it on the down low. But yeah, I'm having a baby. And he, I didn't really expect him to reply because my dad, it's just the type of relationship we have. He don't really say much. He's kind of like me. Well, me while I'm like out in public. You know, I don't say much. But here, like I said, we're here with it. But yeah, most of the times he don't really say much, so I wasn't really expecting him to say anything. My mom, she was all for it. She was ready to tell. I didn't tell my brother. My mom told my brother, which I really didn't really care about that. It was my dad was my main. I was like, So after I told him, my mom called me. She's like, oh well, he ain't saying nothing to me, so maybe he didn't read it. So she called him or whatever. They got on the phone. He was like, he was so busy at work, he didn't read his text message. So she had called me and she asked me like, oh, did he reply yet? He said he was too busy, but I think he probably already read it. And I'm like, no, he didn't really reply. I'm not really like looking for him to reply because that's how, I know how he is. As soon as I said that, my phone buzzed. I'm looking at it and he's like, he said like, if he say something, he's a one-word guy. So he just said congratulations with a little confetti emoji. So I'm like, okay. I wasn't really expecting that. So like as the week went, like progress, I didn't really see him that much. But when I did see him, it was just like I was kind of like the whole time. So I'm like, I still feel some type of way. But you know, I got him back. You know, we good now. I had to tell him I love him so much and just I love you so much. Just don't think about it. Just I love you. Think about that. Think about me loving you so much. I love you so much. So that was a week ago. So now we're here. We are almost 13 weeks pregnant. You know, it's been a hassle. I'm gonna tell y'all that. I'm gonna tell y'all this is a pregnancy. This is a fucking pregnancy. It is. If it was one, it is. I'm 12 weeks and 4 days today. This pregnancy has kicked my whole honey hole. To like Wednesday, throwing up all day long, nausea been off the roof. It's just been, but it's been so many complications when it comes to like nausea and cramping and stuff like that. But other than that, it's pretty good. My blood pressure is perfect. She said I passed my glucose test. They usually don't do glucose tests this early, but apparently they did, and I passed it. My iron's just really low, which we already knew that because I was chomping down on ice, as everybody knew. Other than that, that was the only thing. And then me not eating, I was very dehydrated, but I kept throwing up, so that's why I was dehydrated. I just had to keep drinking my water. You know, I don't really take pills like that, so the prenatals is really not my jizz. I have other medications that I just don't take. It's a lot for me to take a medication or something. It's just a lot. I just don't. I'm gonna try though. I really am. I'm gonna try. So basically, that's how I found out. And now we're just, I feel good now. I feel like I could tell, I feel like I could tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? I didn't tell everybody in my house and I could tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? That's good. Why I keep saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm nervous, y'all. Oh my God. It's been a roller coaster. It really has. It's been a roller coaster. But I'll bring Mal in here so he can tell y'all guys his part of the story, how he feels, you know, stuff like that. At this point, I feel pretty good about a pregnancy. I'm happy. I'm doing, as of right now, my Old Navy cart is filled to the brim with baby clothes. I'm just ready, y'all. Look at it. She ready. I don't know. I feel like after you see the baby in a sonogram, like I saw the baby in a sonogram, you get really happy. And I'm really happy. I just want a girl. I want a girl. But I'm buying unisex clothes at this point because if I have a boy, I'm just gonna cry for real. But I want a healthy baby, but I want a healthy baby girl. But if I have a boy, that'll do. He'll do. That sounds so horrible, doesn't it? But you want what you want, and that's what I want. I'm sorry. Okay. That's not what you came in here for. Right.
My perspective on the whole thing is I was excited that she was pregnant. She wasn't excited, really. At first, she's excited now, I guess. I know. I've always been excited. I want children. You know, I want, like, 4. We hoping for a girl and everything. And then, like, the next one, probably be a boy. So, that's if, you know, we get to the next one. You know, she might not want to have another one. I figured I'd talk to y'all for a little bit since y'all don't really know me like that. I've been referred to as, you know, many names. She called me, I think on her channel, she called me Wizard Kelly. You know, I kind of like that, you know, being anonymous for a while, but see, now y'all see me. I'm glad she's pregnant. I mean, all the, you know, I mean, I can't tell y'all everything because it's like, I mean, that's personal about what, you know, what I've been going through in my head, in my mind, and how it's affected me. Even though, you know, is it really supposed to affect the band, though? Is it?
Hell, I don't know.
Why are you cussing? Anyway. Is it really supposed to affect the band, though?
Malachi.
Is it really
don't come up here and be doing all that.
Is it really
you already pissed me off today. So
is it really supposed to
piss me off? Okay.
Is it really supposed to affect the band?
Okay. You pissed me off.
Really supposed to affect
and you know what? I'm
though?
keeping this in the video.
Do y'all hear that? Y'all hear that?
You be pissing me off. So
Y'all hear that?
I want you to know. What
Y'all hear that?
You just be sitting there like you be doing a thing.
Do y'all hear that?
You pissing me off.
Do y'all hear that?
Oh my god.
Y'all hear that? I thought I heard something right there.
No, don't. I'm gonna show you that.
Sound like white noise.
Oh my god.
It's like rain in the background. She just, oh my god, she going off. Yeah, we was fussing about the video.
We was fussing about the video
because she kicked me out the room.
It's really never that serious.
On some bogus stuff. She was acting real bogus.
I was at it, but
she kicked me out. She kicked me out the room. Can I tell my side, please?
Your side is not the truth.
It is.
No, it's not.
It's the truth from my perspective.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you can tell your truth. I'll let you tell your truth.
Okay.
She kicked me out of the room because I said I wanted to be in here while she was recording her part. I don't like being left out. Life is hard. Life's been hard for me. Okay. Y'all might not know me. Yeah, y'all gonna get to know me, man. I feel bad all the time, you know. Because it's like, man, oh man, she be throwing up and stuff. They be like,
Hey.
She be going in. So it'd be like real loud and stuff. So, you know, I feel bad. I feel sorry for her and everything. Because, you know, she be in there throwing up her guts and lungs and stuff. I thought she was going to throw the baby at one time. So it was like, you know, I be worried, man. I real life be worried. I be playing around a lot, though. I guess, let me be serious. But it's been life changing, you know. I can honestly say that I'm prepared. You know, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for her to go ahead and spit the baby out, you know.
Are you ready?
So I can go ahead and spend time with the baby because, hey, it's very joyous to talk to somebody and they can't say nothing back. Because then it's just you talking. I like to talk. I talk a lot. I can go on and on and on and on and on.
Why I kicked him out was because...
It's not your... Oh,
shut up. Shut up. Why I kicked him out of the video was because I don't like recording with people in the room. We all know that. I like to record by myself in the room by myself because that's how I've been recording for the
when I asked her, did she want me to leave the room? And she said, I don't care.
That's not your portion. Remember, you said all you had to say.
She said, I don't...
No. All right. Because they going to think the whole relationship is toxic if we just keep at this point.
and we're not toxic.
We're not toxic.
We the least bit of toxic. We are a relationship. We have our great times. And we have our times that we just don't get along. Look, she's a wonderful person, okay? I just got to get used to all these pregnancy changes, you know, mood swings and everything and all that. But we are great.
Can we hurry up? I want to get something to eat before we go to the movies, bro.
We have a good relationship. She loves me. I love her.
Yeah. I hope you guys are as excited as we are. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Make sure the bell is on because some of y'all be having y'all bells on, but it really don't be working. So y'all need to really try that again. Turn it off and then turn it back on. Something. Revamp it because it's really not working. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, you know. Bubba very good for you, bitch.
With the bell, you got to make sure when you press it, you press all notifications, not just some, because then it'll prioritize. And another thing, YouTube changed their algorithm for people that keep up with YouTube's algorithms. So if you don't watch somebody for a certain amount of time, they unsubscribe you from their channel automatically. So maybe that's why y'all not really in the videos. Or it could be because you don't upload like that. But anyway, that's what you got to do with the bell to make sure that you always get notified when she do drop a video. Good day.
I don't drop a video for like, what, a month and a half? And now I don't really post that much.
1, 2, 3,
Funky. My darling, I love you.